There we go. Okay. Hey guys, it's January 18th, and I just spent a minute staring at the screen and getting ready. I'm tech challenged, and apparently was just taking pictures of myself. So now I have the video going. Okay, so I did discover that Venus is indeed in Pisces, and that makes a lot of sense of why I'm hearing all of these like super sappy kind of love songs from back in the day, like 50s, 60s, 70s love songs. Just kind of replaying in my head while I was shuffling the cards tonight. I haven't thought of this in a million years, but it came to me, the poem The Owl and the Pussycat. So I'll post that in the description box so you can read that. But apparently this energy is very, very Neptunian, and because of that, romance is just huge. This sense of love, and it can be love of anybody really, but it's very highly idealistic, and in some ways it's always going to bring with it the potential for disillusionment or just real fantastical thinking. So I decided that I really wanted to do some readings for everyone, and we'll look at your I'm going to post all the signs, and you can decide if you want to look at your sun, if you want to look at your moon, if you want to look at your rising, or if you want to look at your Venus. Venus is very much about love, creativity, and abundance. So you can decide what you want to watch, and maybe you want to watch all of them. Take what seems to resonate for you. These are general readings. I know I don't have many watchers, so hopefully something is going to hit. But they are general readings, and you can always contact me for a personal reading at honeybeeutaro@gmail.com. Okay, so let's see. We're going to start off with the fire signs. What what I'm going to do is get kind of moon energy. It just feels so stinking blissfully like romantic, like you're the owl and the pussycat rolling down in your beautiful pea-green boat under the moonlight, right? So maybe not for everyone, but I've been feeling it. I'm a Virgo. Apparently that's part of the reason why feeling it. But again, I'm not an astrologer. I know a little bit. Okay, so what are the kind of moon energies surrounding us right now? What are the moon energies surrounding all of us? I'm going to leave these up for everyone, for all of the signs. Where am I going to put this? Can't plan it super well. And I just realized also, sorry, incense is choking me. The way I shuffle has just, it used to really pull the cards out, and for some reason, now that I've started the YouTube thing, they're not really flying out. They're just kind of, they're sliding. So I'm trying to modify my shuffling pattern, but it's hard for me. I'll try this. Okay. He's a bad spirit. Whoa. No. Spirit, angels, archangels, masters, and sisters. What do you want us to know about these energies surrounding us right now? Thank you. Spirit. What are the energies surrounding us right now? We know Venus is in Pisces. The moon energy. Okay. I'm not going to take these. We're going to take this one. We keep getting these reminiscent messages from the eclipse, right? So, new moon eclipse, expect powerful change. So what does that mean for you? Okay, expect powerful change. I don't know where to put this. I think I'll put it up here on my crystals, and then I'll just pull it out for the other readings. I'm going to do all of the elements individually. So we're going to do fire signs right now. And I did pre-shuffle, just so y'all know. I'll do one more here. One more here, just so you know. Okay. And again, because of the dreamy quality, I really wanted to bring in the Celtic goddesses for all of the zodiac. Yeah, what are surrounding us? Okay. Woo! A blessing of fire. Wow. It's a little passionate. And let's see, a blessing for those, who are nearing their final breath. Wow. Okay. You know, in the context of this reading, I kind of feel like these energies are about, like, some people are going to be starting something very, you know, bound chicka wow wow, very passionate. And some people, and it could be an actual death, but I think some people are going to be really allowing a relationship or partnership that has been hanging on by a thread, honestly, to just go ahead and die. You know, we experience death in so many ways. Like I said before, when the sun sets every night, that is a death of one day. And, you know, the start of the next. So in the context of this reading, that's what I believe is going on here. Okay. So where could I put that? Can you see it? Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, they're there. Okay, so we're going to start off with the fire signs. Here I go again, clearing my throat. I hate that. I'm going to work on my delivery and my on-camera presence, presentation, my voice. I'm going to try not to yell. I'm going to try to go quickly and speak quickly so you're not all waiting for me to think. So for fire signs, what's the general, okay, situation here? The Tower. Something needs to be dismantled. Something needs to end. Again, remember, there's a death of something here. Now, that doesn't mean it has to be over. It could be that the structures that you set up for yourself Let's just say you've been in a codependent relationship. Well, that is not sustainable in the long run, and that dynamic has to end. Everybody has to adult. Everyone has to stay in their own lane, you know, as an example. And in other situations, maybe you're in a codependent relationship in which you're enabling someone to hurt themselves over and over again, and you're sacrificing your own happiness over and over and over again, putting in more time, more energy into that other person who really is not even trying to change. It's time to end that. You end it or spirit ends it. Okay. So that's the energy it looks like surrounding fire signs right now, within the context of something that has been, you know, a stable relationship, or, you know, so to speak. Okay. So in general, fire signs, what do fire signs need to do with this energy? What do fire signs need to do with this energy? Okay. Walk away from the devil. Walk away from the toxic ties, this belief that you have that you need to stay for any reason whatsoever. Stop romanticizing. I say this is a card of Pisces. Okay. And again, Pisces people, they're very dreamy. They're very romantic. They love romance. They love getting in their head and fantasizing. And they also are long sufferers. And they might, this guy I see as someone who's in love with being in love. And that needs to end. Okay. Need to walk away, end a toxic relationship, move towards something that feels, okay, so again, it's two different things. Walk away from a toxic relationship and stop being so naive. Also, walk away from a toxic relationship towards something that feels more light and romantic, even if it's just your dream. Okay. All right. So fire signs, that's, how did this go? Okay. I think that's what's going on here. If we look at, let's see, what is that? 15 plus 8. What is 15 plus 8? 23. That's 5. Yeah, it's change. Time for change. Big time. We've got Hierophant at the bottom. Again, change. I think there's maybe some codes that you've been living by that are, if you're really being honest and truthful with yourself, need to be dismantled so that you can really, really, truly embody that spiritual, your spiritual birthright of having love. Time to start healing. Fire signs. Okay. All right. Moving towards what really would trip your trigger. Again, even if you don't know anyone right now, it's a dream. You know, make that intention, vision board, dream board, whatever you want to call it. Set your intentions. Go get it. Leave the devil behind. Fire signs. Okay. And outcome. Possible outcome. So what were these? Blessing, a blessing of fire and a blessing for those who are nearing their final breath. Expect powerful change. In the moon card, remember. You just got that, okay? Again, I don't want to start like having the cards laid out before I start the readings, but I don't want the readings to go on and on and on and on forever. So I'm trying to figure out how to do this, but get these cards to come out. Spirit, what are the potential outcomes here? It's okay, we understand that there's a couple of different sectors of our fire energies, fire signs, which would be Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Just in case y'all are watching and just kind of learning about this stuff. Possible outcome. Possible outcome. For fire signs. Outcome for fire signs. And I think just kind of like know that you can create what it is that you dream of, that you're dreaming about. Go create it. The Devil card is also the card of Capricorn, who is ruled by Saturn. And that is a master builder. Yeah, okay. 2 tens. Wow. 1 says, this thing is dead. It's over. It's done. But the sun is rising in the background. How many swords does it take to kill a being, whatever that being is? How many swords? Really? This has been a long time coming, and whoever this is for, you know that. You know it. But as I said before, with every 10, you have a 10 and a 0. So you have the ending and a new beginning, just like that. Maybe you have to let one thing die so you can move on to create this happy, look at that, happy, joyous, fill your cups energy. Maybe you have been, you know, kind of like down in the, I don't say the dumps, but let me look at this. I think it's really important that you are meditating and going within to figure out what it's going to take to fill all 10 cups here to create this happiness. It may be that you created it and it didn't end up being what you wanted. It was something about it was toxic, and you need to let it end, and or maybe it's already ended and you need to start meditating and figuring out and doing your vision boards and your dream boards and your intention boards and all of that, setting your intentions to go and create this, because the sun is, look at that. What always happens after the storm, after the tower, comes the rainbow. Okay? So that's for fire energies. Now, I'm not going to take any clarifiers. I think it's pretty self-explanatory, but I am going to take just one message for each of the fire signs. Okay, so what is a direct message for Aries? What does Aries specifically need to know? Aries sun, moon, rising, or Venus people. What do they need to know? A message. Teach. Again, the Hierophant. The student is the teacher. Teacher is the student. This lesson will be repeated until it is learned. It's okay to leave and still be in your spiritual path. What you might want to consider is, you know, how will you use where you are in your journey to help others? What have you learned in this relationship? And what are you being taught in this relationship? It is a time of change. That's for Aries people. Okay. Go within. I think I want to put this back in because it could come out to be the same thing for Leo. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that in there. What do Leos need to know right now? What is the message for Leos in the midst of these energies? Okay. Clarity of belief. Do you believe, do you really trust that you can create and manifest what it is you want? Are you clear in what you want? Are you clear in what your heart truly desires? You know, sometimes people have this a lot of times. We might do a vision board or set some intentions, and clients say, well, you know, he's got to have blah, blah, blah in the bank, and he's got to be 6 foot, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, but you're married to that already, and you're in an abusive situation. Oh, yeah. So be very clear. What is it you want? I want a supportive partner. I want a nurturing partner. I want a partner that shares my values and beliefs and wants to grow with me. Okay. Be clear. All right. That was for Leos. And again, Leos can get a little kind of like insecure on the worthiness, even though on the other side of them, they are, you know, very like, hey, I am the king of the jungle. So if you believe it, if you really are concentrating, meditating, focusing, understanding what it is that you want, then believe it can come to you. Okay. And Sagittarius, Saggies. I don't know what that was, but Sagittarian message for Sagittarius. Sun, moon, rising, or Venus, Sagittarians. Go to astro.com to get your natal chart, and you can find out where what sign your sun, moon, rising, and Venus are in. Okay. Oh, strengthening bonds. Wow. One of Pentacles. Really, this is like a new beginning to build something. Ooh, yeah. It's kind of like make the choice. Like I said, just because the Tower shows up, it doesn't mean the relationship has to end. It means the dynamics in the relationships, the things that are toxic, the things that aren't working, the things that have made you codependent or just looping around in the same kind of same fight, different day, different storyline, but it's the same freaking fight. Like some of that stuff has to be dismantled so that you can come back and build something better. You have a new opportunity to grow something. What is it? What do you want? What works in your relationship? What doesn't work in your relationship? Choose. You get to choose, but don't like blame the other person. You are choosing. Okay. Hopefully y'all got that. And then one angel card for fire signs. Again, I pre-shuffled all of these. So just for time's sake, one angel card for all the fire signs. Archangel cards, Archangel Oracle cards. One message from the angels. What do the fire signs need to know? What do the fire signs need to know? Angels, what do the fire signs need to know? Angels, finally, lovely archangels. We move through Venus and Pisces energy. Angels. Fire signs need to know. Okay, goosies. Okay to dream. It's dangerous to be delusional, you know? Fantasize, daydream. But when the real person shows up, see the real situation, the real, see the person for who they are. Don't get yourself into a project or want love so badly that you sacrifice either yourself or your dreams or believe that something is happening that isn't happening. Don't make excuses for people. That's not if there's danger for both of that. Anytime we're like in sort of like this Neptunian energy, which Pisces is ruled by Neptune, and it's beautiful on one hand. It really, really is. It's like, Lance romance, right? But mature love is a whole other ballgame. Okay, angels, come on. What's going on here? What do we need for the fire signs? Really want to get in under this 30-minute mark, please. What's going on for the fire signs? We're in this transit. Yeah, they've been on a journey. We all have. Looking at the bottom of the deck for the Celtic goddesses. Okay, thank you. All right, breathe. Archangel Raphael, take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release old patterns. Okay, so if you keep finding yourself in arguments and fights and just you're on the verge, right? Like just losing it, take a breath. Ground yourself. And at the same time, if you know, and you know who you are, if you know you need to be leaving a relationship that no longer works, take a deep breath, center, trust. Everything's going to be okay. Okay, fire signs. Clear audience. Notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people. Okay, what are the messages of confirmation that you're receiving or whispers to pay attention that you're receiving? Clear your space. Get rid of clutter. Clear the energy around you and use feng shui. Once again, we're clearing out things that no longer work. Okay. All right. Thank you, fire signs. And I am planning to do another series on relationships in the near future. Thank you and have a wonderful time as Venus transits through Pisces. Okay, bye-bye. Oh. You know, I always want to end this with honeybee, you matter, you have a purpose. That is my whole why in doing this, so that we all can come together and recognize how much the things that we do, our own growth, even our pain impacts others. And so just remember anything that you do, just the fact that you're here means that you matter and you have a purpose. Thank you for being here.